everybody. Welcome to another socially responsibly distanced coffee cast, where today I think it's time that yours truly has a challenge that he must face.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm.
Did a delicious
It-
challenge.
oh, it is. And I decided to make it a little bit more interesting because, oh, there's two of them.
Oh,
Yes, I decided to play that old school game of anything that a trained coffee barista could do. Me, a rank amateur with nothing but YouTube and free time, can do better.
because you have so much free time too.
Yeah, right. And that's the thing is like people don't understand. Like some of us, the essential employees, actually found ourselves working longer, and longer during this whole quarantine. But come next week, we're having a little soft reopening of Maui, so maybe I can have some workers back.
Oh, I sure hope you do. And we're gonna get some of our employees back too. We've been calling people and figuring out what their availability is. And so next week, starting Monday, we will be open 7 to 2. One more hour we're adding, and then we're adding another body as well. So hopefully our service can get a little quicker. And yeah.
Yeah, I know. I love Dulcie, but every time I go in there and I order something and I see her pouring and dripping sweat, I'm like, girl, I feel you. I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Yeah. But
I, I feel you. I became the deep cleaner, the bookkeeper, the manager, the barista, the cashier, the handy lady, all so many hats. It was long hours. It's been long days to stay open through this process.
oh, yeah, I mean, my days have been so long, I lost my headphones and had to borrow my daughter's.
That's why you look so stylish.
Yes, yes. These are made for a 12-year-old head, and they have little kitty skulls on them too, so that's cool.
It's so fitting.
Yes, but so today I came up with my answer to your last week's challenge. Okay, so this is the cold variety of it, and this is the hot variety of it. Now, it also uses a very interesting ingredient because for our Samoan and New Zealand Kiwi fans, oh, and our Aussies that are on island, they grew up on this stuff. You know about Milo, don't you?
I've never seen it.
Oh, sister, this is the good stuff. Okay, so Milo is like one of their nutritious little chocolate morning drinks that they do for breakfast and stuff, and you can tell it's got action in it. And well, there's a football player, so obviously it's not from the United States because the football she's playing is soccer. Uh, but this is if you're a kid growing up in New Zealand, in Australia, in Samoa, in Tonga, this is the stuff that you remember. You go down to the store and you'd always beg your parents for a little bit of Milo, and then when you would get home, you would mix it with either your milk or some people did it hot, some people did it cold. Uh, I have a friend in Australia who's a little weird. He did it in his cereal, chocolate milk cereal. But I decided to take that and combine it with some Korean cream coffee. You've seen those online, right?
It's been
Yeah.
all the rage. I asked my baristas if they wanted to try it, and they were like, no.
Yeah. Well, one of the reasons I thought a lot of people didn't want to try it is because it uses instant coffee, which is yeah, okay, it's bad. So I decided, no instant. I'm going to use the good stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yes. So I got a bag of Sumatra coffee from the Wailuku Coffee Company. And here's the wonderful thing. When you buy a bag of this, they'll grind it to any consistency that you want.
That's right.
which
Be
is
kind. And we always try to ask what your brewer is or like how you plan on brewing it so we can try and get it dialed to the right grind for you. That's important.
yeah.
So how did you brew that coffee?
Oh, okay. So this is something else because I was like, Megan Megan does a lot of stuff where she's like, "Oh, here's my setup," and it's also pretty. So I decided I went completely internet video style with how I did my recipe. So would you like to see that?
Yes, I would.
To make this drink, first we'll start with some Sumatra from Wailuku Coffee Company. 1 egg. Some heavy cream. Some sugar. Regular old sugar. And Milo. Oh, we'll also need some tools. So we're going to be using a whisk. So there's that. We'll need a bowl to assemble some of this in. And we don't need this. And a tablespoon to measure it out. Let's begin. To make this, first, take a bowl, grab a whisk, and grab an egg. You're going to only take the egg white of this, so first we'll go. Oh no. Just the egg, not the yolk. We only need the whites for this. Put that to the side. And now, with this, we'll take our whisk and we're going to turn this into stiff peaks. Peaky. Okay. Set that to the side. Now, another bowl. This time, we're going to add a little bit of heavy cream. Going to be approximately 4 tablespoons. And with the heavy cream, it's back to the whisk. Creamy. Okay. And now we will take two tablespoons of sugar, and add to the mix, followed by 1 Milo. We whisk it briefly. Till it becomes this. And then we combine it with our stiff peak eggs. Careful to combine. You want to get the grit out, but you don't want to let the air bubbles out. The air bubbles are very important for our next step. So when you're done, it should look like this. Next step. And now we add the most important ingredient, brewed coffee. Now this will work with either hot or a cold treatment. Simply pour your coffee over the ice. Let it start to cool down. Bring this in. Make a nice top.
And we are back. So I wanted to say that it was very great performance by all of the ingredients to come together to make this coffee. The host of that segment, though, could have used a little work.
Well, maybe the host didn't have coffee first or enough coffee. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, here's the
I
thing,
think it was
too.
great.
A lot of people have been missing the Wailuku Coffee Company. So I know that the hours are increasing. We said it right before we went to the video, but what are your hours beginning Monday?
So Monday, it's going to be 7 to 2 at both locations, and 7 days a week. We are open for Mother's Day this Sunday as well. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there.
Yay!
And so Monday, 7 to 2. Yep. And we'll have some extra bodies in the building and hopefully be able to pump out those orders quicker. Although we've been doing a good job and everyone's been super patient, and just our community is just so wonderful. We love you guys. Thanks for coming out. But I think on Monday, I think what we need to clarify as restaurants is we still have to be takeout only. We won't have our tables available yet. That's not part of this soft opening, but we hope that there'll be more bodies out driving around, checking out some of the new retail stores that are allowed to open on Monday. So we're bringing in an extra body to help kind of support that, so if you're out about next week and you want to swing by our Haiku location at 810 Kokomo in Haiku Town, or up in Wailuku at 26 North Market Street, we are there. We are like enjoying life. And I had someone tell me the other day that when they come in for coffee, even though it's for takeout only and there's tape on the ground and everyone has a mask on, it feels normal. Like they feel a bit of a normalcy when they're in the cafe. I think it's because we're stoked. We have a lot of aloha. We're happy to be there. And you can feel that, when you go into a place, and you can feel it when there's not that happening too. And then you're like, nothing is normal. Nothing is normal. This is weird, and why is the cashier so angry at me? And so we're not like that. We're happy to be there. We're all happy to be working and be part of our community still. So anyways, I'm rambling, but
it's okay. It's okay. I know you've been trapped indoors forever, and besides, it gave me a chance to finish the hot one, so I can start back on the cold one. Here's the thing I have to remind people that the Create a Cup Challenge is still going on. So if you have a perfect little video like me or Megan making your coffee on camera, or you have a recipe that we can follow, send that recipe to meganwcc@yahoo.com. Don't send it to me because I'll just make it and say that it's mine. Remember, it has to have simple ingredients, and if it is just the right amount of cool, just the right amount of coffee, it could end up on the menu over at the Wailuku Coffee Company as one of the specials. So good luck, everybody else. As for me, I'm going to enjoy this. I think I'm going to name this one the Dirty Milo Coffee Thunder from Down Under.
Oh, I thought you were about to drop an F-bomb in there.
I haven't been at home that long yet. But for everybody else, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share the Coffeecast. And come see both locations in their new hours starting Monday, 7 days a week. Wailuku Coffee Company at the Aloha Aina Center, or 26 North Market Street, the original. Till then, Megan, it's been a good quarantine, but we will see you soon.
I hope to see you soon. Aloha.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.